everybody? Welcome to W.T.F. Babe, what does W.T.F stand for?
With the Tabor family.
With the family Tabors. So today is Sunday, and today was our first time going back to church since it's been like a year and a half.
Yeah.
It's been like a year and a half. And the first time that they met was actually last Sunday, but we didn't get a chance to go last Sunday. So we went today, and so that makes it Jamie Lynn's first time ever going to church. So she did well. She did okay. We are still practicing social distancing at church, so everybody was like spread out all across the way. And we sat at the very back of the church. But I enjoyed church today. So came home and had to cook. So today I made baked turkey wings. We got greens with ham hocks, black eyed peas with okra, and a little garlic bread. And I have some chicken fried rice right here. And also, let me tell y'all something. Y'all know I told y'all we live in the Mississippi Delta area. And so, bacon turkey wings, I like the flat parts, but it's hard to find flat parts in this area. They'll have like the mixed pieces. They'll say turkey wings. They'll have like the mixed pieces and stuff, or the flat part, they have it cut into like 2 pieces. But it's hard to find, just a packet of flats. So what I did was I got what was at the store. I actually went to 2 stores, and I just got what they had. So I just baked it all together. This turkey is turkey. But you know how sometimes you prefer the drumette over the flats or whatever, the flats or the drumettes or whatever. But it's how it tastes, baby. It's still good.
That's good.
Okay. All right. So it's hot outside, and we weren't going to do a video, but I said, why waste a good meal when we can, make a video of it. This rice is good too.
Well, I didn't want that rice.
You didn't.
I want to eat peas.
I know. Y'all see how this turkey just coming off? Look. Just coming off. That's how it's supposed to be. And I cook my turkey.
That's just ham hock.
Oh, your ham hock falling in pieces too?
Mm-hmm.
I cook my turkey. Y'all know turkey is like tough meat. And I use my jerk seasoning on turkey. What was I saying? Oh, turkey is tough meat, so you have to cook it a little longer. I usually cook mine 2 hours, sometimes 2.5. Never burn it.
These peas good.
The peas good, babe.
Yeah, they fresh out the garden.
Did you want some? Yeah. Did you want some cornbread?
I'm fine.
Okay. So, baby, I thought about something.
What?
How to make our channel be a little bit better, or to try something different. What is the best thing? So on YouTube, they have these things that people call challenges. Like one channel, like let's say for instance, we may eat like, what's your favorite? You know how we used to eat like those pork rinds and stuff like that? They may challenge, like if we do a challenge, we like pork rinds. We may have 2 or 3 bowls of hot, very, very hot pork rinds, and we eat all of that, and we challenge the next channel to eat the same amount or more in like in 3 minutes or something like that. So do you think that's something we could try if the challenge is not too outrageous? Because some of them were eating, I saw somebody challenging somebody to eat some hot, those flame hot Cheetos that Brandon eat, to eat a bag of those in a certain amount of time. So it ain't got that ain't good for our health. We trying to watch our weight. Hint, hint. Do you think we could try some of those challenges if it's not too outrageous?
If it ain't too outrageous, yeah.
Okay. If it's not, I got to find some. I want it to be interesting, but challenging, because that's why it's a challenge. It's got to challenge you to step outside what your normal is. This jerk is good. Now, tell me how, tell them What you told me this morning about seasoning the meat today.
What I told you this morning about that?
Don't make it salty.
Oh yeah, don't put too much salt on it.
I don't use salt, but what he's talking about, we went to the grocery store and I saw some steak seasoning that they had, and I said, oh, I want to try it. So I bought the steak seasoning and tried it on some meat. I can't remember what meat it was.
It was on those reels.
Yeah, on the reel, a whole pan of reel, and it ended up being salty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ended up being salty.
That ain't good for us.
No, it's not. So I said I'm not gonna even use it anymore. And today I used the jerk seasoning, and it's good.
Yeah.
Now, is it okay today?
Yeah.
But you're not eating turkey. You eating the beans.
I'm eating.
You gonna eat them? Eat the turkey?
Mm-hmm. Gotta eat your vegetables.
Huh? Can y'all see me?
Gotta eat your vegetables.
I know. But meat does the body good too.
Yeah.
It's still hot. Woo. So, I gotta find us a challenge. Or we'll look through some and if you see something that interests you.
Okay.
I need some more water. That water's so good. Sometimes your body just screams for just water.
Yeah, water good for you now.
Yeah, it is. And Jamie Lynn was up early this morning. And she hadn't had a nap. So
I told you we went to Walmart.
we went to church first, you know. And she played in church. Played. Came home. She running around the house. She got some new pots and pans. And she trying to cook so she can stay out of my pots and pans. She played. Oh, I made banana pudding too.
Yeah.
I gotta go check on it. So she played a while. And my husband said we need a new garbage can. So we went to Walmart to get a garbage can. And, looked around at some other stuff. And she started yawning. He said, ooh, that baby sleepy.
Yeah, she's sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
I told my wife, I said, that baby's sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
She's just yawning. But a lot of times you can put in that car.
And ride around.
Just turn the fruit block. She goes straight on to sleep.
Oh, so are we doing our Sunday evening rituals today?
Uh-huh.
We are. Are we? I give you some sugar.
When she wake up.
When she wake up. Dog, I don't want her. I'm about to say, I ain't want her to wake up, break a nap.
No, y'all, you can't break her sleep.
I know. So every Sunday, we have this thing where we'll load up in the car or get our snacks and stuff and just ride around. Just ride around.
I do that to get her out there because she had that baby all week.
Mm-hmm.
Most days, I've been had a long day. I can't do it when I come home.
Mm-hmm.
When that busy, we've been got there working, I should be tired, so I really don't do it then.
And I'm just preparing to go back to work. The clinic where I work, I don't know, did I tell y'all the clinic where I work, we've been closed down since the outbreak of COVID. And we're just starting to now, we got a new location. And so we're just starting now to, prepare to open back up. So that's why I'm at home every day. And I've been working since I was, how old, baby? I tell you all the time.
Was you 16?
17. My first job was at Pizza Hut. I was 11th grade in high school. And I got a job at Pizza Hut. And I've been working ever since. I've always worked. But this is the first time in my life that I have. And I'm still getting paid. So it's no big deal. I'm enjoying being at home. Don't get me wrong. But when you worked all those years and just at home every day, it's something, it takes a toll. And I was telling one of my coworkers the other day, and I was like, I'm really ready to go back. And she said, I am too. She said, I'm ready to go back too. You know, I've enjoyed, and I thank God. I don't thank God for the pandemic, but I'm looking at the part where I thank God about him allowing me to be at home with the baby. And she's 13 months now. He allowed me to be at home with her the full time.
Yeah. And that was good.
I started out breastfeeding a little bit. And I was here when she, you know, for everything. And, you know, she was born at 8 months, you know. So I've been here at home for everything. So I thank God for that. So we've already talked to my mom, and I think she's going to keep it when I go back. I hope she don't change her mind. My baby's a handful.
My baby bad.
Ooh, no, she's active.
Well, my baby always into something. I love her to
Now
death,
she
though.
is. She always into
I love her.
something.
I won't trade nothing in the world. Nothing in the world for her, but
Don't say she's bad. Say she's active.
no, I gotta say she bad. 'Cause she always into something.
She's exploring. She's exploring her surroundings.
When she quiet, you know she into something.
Yeah. When I tell you I don't get a minute to myself, I don't. Even take a bathroom break. She's right there.
But that's all right with me because I know she all right. As long as she staying into something, I know she all right.
Yeah.
If she ain't doing it, something wrong.
I'm like you. I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm glad I'd rather see into stuff. I have to holler, do the boo, don't do this, do the boo, don't do that. Cause the first time she stopped and I ain't said it to her, something gonna be wrong.
And you know, I'm thankful also because you know they had diagnosed her with Down syndrome. I think I was like 6 months. And they diagnosed her with Down syndrome, and I cried. I didn't even tell him about it until after we got all the genetic testing and all that done and everything was clear. Then that's when I told him. My mom went to that doctor's appointment with me, and the doctor told, and I just, at first I was like just dumbfounded. And when it sunk in, God knows what everybody can handle, and God knows, you know, your limits. And I know he said he don't put more on you than you can bear. But God, I just, a special needs child. I love all children. All children are a blessing. But for me, I just couldn't wrap my mind, I couldn't wrap my mind around it. And so we prayed about it and everything. And we did the genetic testing and everything was clear. And I was like, well, I talked to my friend girl and she was like, stop letting them do all these tests. They had me taking all types of tests, going different places. She said, stop letting them do all these tests. She said, because, two things are for sure. That's your baby. And whatever's wrong with the baby, you're going to take the baby home with you. And I said, you're right. Whatever's wrong with the baby, whatever it is, she's our baby and we was going to bring her home. And that was it. So whatever they found, if it wasn't no cure for it, it didn't even matter. But I thank God everything was clear. She ended up being 8 months because I had hypertension. It was going to, my blood pressure was sky high. We never could get it where it was maintainable. We never could get it under control. Never could. So I went in for, it was a month. I went in for a check, just a regular checkup. And you remember that Sunday before, I had started getting our bags and stuff ready. I went to the store, but they didn't have everything. I said, well, when I leave the doctor tomorrow, which would have been Monday, I said, I'll go ahead and finish packing everything because the time was getting near. And I'll be doggone. Went to the doctor, and she said, you going to have this baby today. And I'm like, what? I'm like, I don't even have nothing. I just came to a doctor's visit. I don't even have just nothing but my purse,
Well, you know what was strange about that? Because Miss Bedwork had been going with you all the time.
Yeah.
And I went with you that day.
Yeah.
And they kept you.
Yeah, and she said, well, and the way I was going to the doctor, it's like an hour and a half away. And I said, well, can I go back home and get some stuff? She said, He said, we're going to go ahead and admit you now. And I just started crying. She said, what you crying for? I said, because I don't have no clothes or nothing. She said, well, who with you? I said, my husband is outside. She said, well, send your husband to get or send him to the store. I said, no, I'm not going to let him go all the way back home. I said, we'll just go here. She said, you go get checked in. She said, tell him to take you to get checked in and let him go back to, Walmart or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I did. It was a Dollar General right across the street from the hospital. Yeah. I said, well, let's stop here and see, what they got. What did they have, baby? Nothing.
No, I didn't have nothing.
They didn't have
nothing. I didn't go to Walmart.
Yeah, they didn't have T-shirts, underwear. They didn't have baby stuff. They didn't have. Did they have some flip flops? That's all they had. Oh, this shit hurt my behind. And I'm like, this is pitiful. Mm-hmm. So my husband went and got me checked in and everything. And he went to Walmart. Mm-hmm. And I had told him everything to get. Then he called me on the phone. I was trying to tell him what to get or whatever. So we had to buy all new everything. And I was like, I just, everything was moving so fast. And so once, it was that Monday. And so I had labored how we start talking about this? I had labored all that night. I had labored. And I never was dilating no past 4 centimeters. And I told the doctor, I kept sending for her. I said, look, how long I got to do this? She said, well, until you had a baby. I said, I can't do this all night. Excuse me. It was already 9 o'clock. Keep in mind, my doctor's appointment was that morning. I said, I can't do it. She said, I said, let's go do the other, it's a serious section. I take the other option. She said, it's going to take you longer to heal. I said, I didn't want that. So kept on. She came back and checked on her own. And she told them to check me again. And they was like, she's still 4 centimeters. She said, let's go ahead and do a cesarean section. And I'm so glad they took me on. And when I got ready to have the baby, they prepped me and everything. And when she got down there to get back, what did she say? The doctor. She said, I need some help.
Yes, I need some help. She got the praying.
She said the umbilical cord was wrapped around her neck and around her arm. That's why I would never dilate. That's why the baby was always low. Because when I was going to my appointment, she said, we got to do something to get this baby up. This baby just too low. But all the sonograms and stuff I did, you're like they would have seen all of that, huh? But they never did. So everything worked out. Blood pressure is a silent killer. And maybe God know what to do. Because if my blood pressure hadn't been elevated like that, I wouldn't have had her, early and with an umbilical cord wrapped around the baby's arm and the neck. That was, eventually, I probably wouldn't even made it to 9 months. Mm-mm. I wouldn't even make it to 9 months. She probably wouldn't even made it to 9 months. So everything worked out. And even after I had the baby, and I went to, they put me in the room, and they kept telling she still got a temp. And I'm like, it had been a day. They sent me back to labor and delivery. It was just a mess. Long story short, I ended up staying in the hospital 14 days, 2 weeks, because I had a temp. Yeah. Got out the hospital, and they told me to come back the next day for them to check my temp and stuff. What they do when I went back the next day?
Put you back in the
hospital.
Put
me right back in the hospital. I said, I got to go. Then that time, they wouldn't even let my husband stay. I said, no. I said, if anything happened to me, I need an advocate. I said, I can't stay here by myself. So they ended up letting me go home. But I wish that on nobody. That was a long 8 months because I couldn't even sleep at night. I would sit up in the chair. I was hurting so bad. Ooh, I don't want to go through that again. That's why I'm thankful she's here.
She's something else now.
She is. She's something else.
She's a smart little girl.
She can pick up on whatever you do, she'll do. She see you do, she gonna do it.
Can't do anything around it. But she gonna see it.
She gonna see it. She gonna try to do it.
See, she was trying to put the key in the door today. Mm-hmm. She's smart now.
Look, I'm eating my first one. It's cool. Good. I ate all my food.
Enjoy that food.
So, y'all, that's it. What you drinking? Kool-Aid. Wow. Mm-hmm. I did a tutorial on how I make these turkey wings. It's quick and simple. And you know something? Don't never let nobody tell you that it's a right and wrong way to cook. Whatever you like in your food, put it in your food. Whatever your family like. I mean, our taste buds are different.
Yeah.
I didn't want peas and greens, but my husband would love them.
Oh yeah.
And everybody eat different, so whatever you want to substitute to, to fit your taste buds, whatever your family like, do it. You got to eat it, So that's it. Anything you want to say, baby?
No, just I enjoyed y'all.
All right then. You enjoyed them, baby?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll talk to y'all later. All right.
All right.